I did actually record a full beer review of this, but I don't know, when it comes to this beer style, I don't really think there's too much to say at all. And I'm not just going to do these styles condensed because I have anything against the beer style itself. In fact, it's a beer style that I really enjoy, even though this is the first one that I've had for quite a while. But yeah, today on this Clueless Quickie, we're looking at the first Radler that I'll be covering, and I think I'll do these beers like this because, like I'm saying, there's really not too much you can say. Now, this is the Weltenburg Kloster Dunkles Radler that I've been drinking, and yeah, this is basically 50% of the Weltenburger Baroque Dunkel mixed with 50% worth of lemonade, with obviously some added sugar and some sweetness in there. And this one is coming in at 2.3%. Really nice and pretty little beer. It's a nice pretty little beer. So, I'm a big fan of Weltenburger Kloster, as a lot of people know. Well, actually, probably only about a handful of people know that. I love their beers, but the Baroque Dunkel is one that I haven't had for quite a while, so I can't really remember it. But that being said, this is what I've got left of the beer, and it's not just gone down quickly because it's a 2.3% beer. It's gone down quickly because it tastes really nice. Now, with my own experience with Radlers, you can have some really spot on Radlers, or you can have Radlers that are either the lemonade aspect tastes too much like chemicals and just preservatives and just fake as fuck, or they can get really sickly because of the content of the lemonade. But I have to say that Weltenburger Kloster's Dunkles Radler is such a well balanced beer. It balances it perfectly. Now, I don't know what lemonade they've used, I don't know where they've sourced it from, I don't know if it is like a natural lemonade or it is one that is made of artificial flavours and preservatives, but it doesn't come across as that. Now, a quick look at the beer itself. Obviously, being a Dunkles Radler, it's darker than a normal Radler, and it still obviously looks a bit watered down because of the addition of the lemonade, and it is remarkably clear, but it is a really nice colour. And the head, when I poured it, had about one finger's worth of off-white head, and it seems to have rested on a layer of scum. When I poured it all in the glass with the head at about that height, it looked so tempting. So on the sniff, it's got a savoury element that I can't really pinpoint what it is, and you're not actually getting too much of the citrus from the lemonade, so it's malty. I'm almost getting the sniff of Weetabix, and there's almost like a slightly toasted characteristic too. But all in all, it's not too exciting on the sniff. So, flavour wise, yeah, it's just very nicely balanced. And I think the fact that they've used a Dunkel beer for the Radler really helps in its favour because it cuts down that sickly sweetness that you could potentially get from the lemonade. But yeah, all in all, it's a very, very solid Radler indeed. In terms of a score out of 10, I'm probably going to give it maybe a 7. It just screams of a 7 to me. And if it's one of those beers that is perfect for if you either just want to have a really slow night. Sometimes when this isn't really a Clueless Quickie anymore. Sometimes, and this point that I'm making is really redundant because I've not done this for at least a year and a half. But if I'm ever going to someone's house or a party and I've got something to do the next day, then
What do you have to do? This is such a long video.
oh god. So yeah, basically, I'm going to finish. If you've ever got, I'm not going to use me as an example now, but if you've ever got like a party to go to and you just want something light that'll get you through the evening because the next day you've got something to do, I don't know, maybe you've got to go somewhere, then Radlers are perfect for that. And this is a solid example if you want to have something that actually tastes nice. So yeah, it's a 7 out of 10 from me. And yeah, look out for more Radler reviews in the future. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to find out more actually about the Weltenburg Kloster Brewery, then I'll be putting links down below. If there are any other reviews here on YouTube, then of course they will be included, as well as the Clueless Drinker playlist. So thank you guys for watching, and until the next time, cheers.